Hello and welcome, Croeso. This is episode 5 of The Adventures of Hiraeth, our ongoing Let's Play LOTRO, Lord of the Rings Online. And we are here in Freren's Court, just about to talk to Balin to finish or to begin the instance of Skorgrim's Tomb, which is the climax to the intro. New player tutorial. We have done a couple of things. As you can see, I have actually reverted to the stat armor appearance because we had quite a large number of items which radically changed our appearance. And I thought if you go to the cosmetic outfits, you can see here that we have those there available to us if we so choose, but I figured that we'd make this active for now. If you have any suggestions of appearances you'd like to see, that's great. We can do that at some point. We also have, let's go back in here, acquired a title. For reaching level 5 without dying, we acquired the wary suffix, and we've made that active. That's part of the ongoing Undying quest. I think if you reach different milestones of levels, you get different titles depending on how far you get without dying. I believe the only one I've ever gotten to level 40 and the Undying title is on Fionn the Warden, my main. However, we can try. And finally, if we go into the inventory, as you can see, there's quite a few things moved around. I'll organize this off screen again later on. We did claim our Hobbit prize for the day, which is a nice little attack boost, and also got our humble pile of silver scraps here that we got for the weekly gold present, which we get because of VIPs and lifetime accounts like mine get. So we've also gone ahead and brought the Athelas file down, the essences of Athelas, and the Celebrant salves for restoring power. Without any further ado, we are going to go ahead. And actually, one of the things I wanted to just make a note before we left the this new player instance, there are a number of lovely extra details, lovely little animations that we saw a couple of them last time. We saw the gambling Dower Hands and the drunk Dower Hand. There are others scattered throughout the zone. This guy here is about to get very annoyed at the sight of Freren's statue having been pulled down. Yep, very annoyed, and being replaced by one of the multitude of Skorgrim statues. So he's, there are little things like that that just are scattered throughout the zone that's well worth hunting out. And if you want a montage of it, there is in fact another YouTuber who I didn't realize has actually doing the exact same type of thing as I am, and his name is Narlo the Naked Gnome, all with G's at the start, and I highly recommend checking out his. I think episode 5 has a lovely montage at the beginning of the of that episode where he shows off all the lovely animations. His editing skills are far superior to mine. The best way of doing it, of course, though, is to get into the game, wander around, see the degradations that over that way that we were up towards Eladan. Following that path, you'll see a lot of the terrible things the Dower Hands have done to the area. There's also an area that contains goblins, which is purely, I think it's a holdover from the revamp of the newer player experience, but if you need to grind experience, then that is a good place to get it. Speaking of experience, having said that you can't realistically uh, be a completionist in an MMO, we're going to give it our best shot. So we have just opened up the LOTRO store here, and we are typing in stone in the search box, which hopefully, if we scroll down, different outfits, etc. and things, we will come to this experience disabler. And the reason I want to do this is because we will rapidly outlevel various zones. And to keep things interesting and to make it a real challenge for ourselves, I want to actually approach each zone at level. And so that means if we went through, as we will from this next episode, we'll go through the Arid Luin, we'll do the Elven areas. By the time we cross up to even the Dwarven areas, a number of those quests will have grayed out, meaning that we will no longer get experience in any case for completing them. But then if we go to the Shire and also then to Archet, the Hobbit and Man Starter areas respectively, we will certainly have far out-leveled the content there, and that would be similar in most areas of the game. So we're going to spend some points, and it's only 100 points. And as you see up above, because this is my second lifetime account, and it's really, I think I mentioned before, only been a placeholder account. Really, it's a mule account. We have accumulated a huge number of points, so we are going to spend a small amount to disable our experience. There we go, and that should now have appeared in our inventory. So we'll keep this at level 6, and there it is. And this is a pocket item. As you see, it's unique with the stone with that with the orange item. It's I'm not sure if that's legendary or unique. Anyway, we shall equip that, and as you see now, our experience bar at the bottom has grayed out. So it just keeps things fresh. And again, sometimes the voiceovers do not happen for whatever reason. I did try to record this earlier on, which is one of the reasons why so many things had changed, and I was bugged during the instance, and so I had to reboot the entire computer. Hopefully that won't happen again. The tomb's entrance lies in a deep crag east of here. I don't know what to expect once we get inside, so stay on your guard and be ready for anything. Are you ready to travel to the tomb? So we have missed out on some text, unfortunately, from the start of that, where he's talking about stopping Skorgrim's
It
plan.
would seem that Gormr and the Dowerhands have allied themselves with evil, fell spirits of old, just as Skorgrim himself did long ago. Now Ivar the Bloodhand, a gaunt lord, threatens to sway the Dowerhands to evil with the terrifying ritual about to take place in Skorgrim's tomb.
So yes, unfortunately we missed the start of that because, as I say, we bugged out. Apologies if you heard that. That was me taking a sip of coffee before it gets too cold.
There's evil in the air here.
Can you sense it, Hiraeth? There's evil in the air here. The last time I felt something like this was when I was crossing through Mirkwood all those years ago. We'll need to keep our wits sharp in here. LOTRO here and the others are here to help, but we shouldn't delay too long, or else we may miss our chance to stop whatever evil is happening here. We must go now. Are you ready? So yes, we are. And so we have Nos Grimstone and Dwalin representing the dwarves, and the Sons of Elrond representing the elves here. So again, you can read the flavor text. Things are getting a little bit spooky here. Come along, baby Bjorn. We shall hold in the back because we are not a melee class. And we shall watch this confrontation between Dwalin and Gormr. Yes, of course, this is again confirmation that the Dourhands are indeed an evil branch of the they're an evil branch of... Okay, so that was pretty quick. Even at level. So let's talk.
Ivar is too powerful.
Yep. So I fear what Gormr has done. We may be too late, but Ivar is too powerful for us to attempt to storm the tomb directly. He will stop us if we try. We will need to find another way around. Eladan and Elrohir will go see if they can find an alternate path. We will head up these stairs and see if we can sneak around the side. Let's hurry. So the elves are running away. And I think if we went that way, we'd get stunned very quickly, so we will follow that. God, they really love their statues to... we are lagging, by the way, terribly here. They love their statues to Skorgrim, don't they? Which I suppose is fitting in his tomb, but still. So here we are. We're too late. So here we are going to watch. We'll go into first person so we can watch the ritual. So that is the Gauntlawn Ivar, who we will unfortunately get to know a little bit better as the game progresses. And I think Skorgrim's about to... Yep, Skorgrim's about to find out. We are stunned also. Everyone is stunned with that. I think Skorgrim is Gormr is about to find out that Ivar has played a little bit of a trick on him as well. It's just a little bit of evil being used by greater evil, which again is very Tolkien-esque. You see the souls of those that were killed there going in. And there is that fell spirit which we met, I believe, in the cave. And he is now entered. Ow! That's not... Yes, he's awoken, but he's probably got a headache after that fall there. So, yeah. Sorry, Gormr. You were led astray. And now the true evil is taking away what you thought was going to be your prize king to lead you to glory. So now we can go down. Come on, bear. We will take care of this guy. These Dourhands are not particularly powerful that are attacking us right now. Okay, now we can attack these guys. And that won't take much longer because they're surrounded. There we go. And the ground begins to shake.
We need to get out of here.
Okay, we need to get out of here. We have made a significant blow to the Dourhands, even if we could not stop the ritual from taking place. Skorgrim will have to be dealt with another day. That's very true. Quickly now, we must flee. Whatever Ivar has done, this place is coming down around us. So we have to flee the tomb. So let's follow. Notice that the elves did not come and help us, so we're running back up. Oh dear. That doesn't look too good, does it? We're now blocked in here. There must hopefully be another way out. And who are these in the distance? Oh, look, yes, it is. There are sometimes some undead pop up there. Ah, those wonderfully brave elves, sons of Elrond. It is a little bit law-breaking because we don't know much about them, except that we know that they spend most of their time hunting orcs to avenge their mother's torment when she was captured. And so it is a little odd that they don't join us in the fight. But there you go. Now, the power of the dwarves to unlock a gate. Yes. Lockpicking 101? I don't think so. Let's go. And you lead the way. And if I remember rightly, yep, we have some enemies to deal with. There we go, and this will be true throughout the escape. This was in the old pre-vamp. This was the way we actually came down. This wonderful stuff. I'm glad it's still in here because there we go. The devs did some lovely work here. It was the first sign that really that what we had in the I'm not sure why we can't. There we go. That they were able to create some places falling down around us. There's some lovely interiors, and of course when we get to Moria, it still blows me away. It's remarkable. So deal with that. Okay, and there. Oh dear, we can't go back that way, can we? All right. Oh, I think someone just got crushed there. We'll go up these stairs. There's some more dire hands. The bear will run off. I moved the induction timer somewhat. Just a little bit. There we go. I think that is about it. And yes, indeed, I think getting out of here quickly is a good idea. Let's follow Dwalin. Run away, run away. Feels like an episode of Doctor Who. Almost fell down there. That is one thing that when you get to Moria, we have to be very careful of. Is it's very easy to die through falling damage. Yep. Let's go see if we can get up here. Let's not just have a look around. No, of course, we can't escape up that way. We'll go back down. And there's a big drop hole down there, so we won't get away. So let's go and talk to Dwalin.
Let us leave these halls behind us.
Did I see Elrohir and Elladan are already left? I'm not sure.
Even though we did not stop the Dour Hand's plans, we have done well here this day, Hiraeth. At the end of this day, Thorin's Hall shall be free of the Dour Hands, and all will know they are dwarves of no account. I wonder, though, when will we see the effects of this day and the return of Skorgrim? I hope that after you and your fellow elves leave Thorin's Hall behind you, that you return and aid us. You have proven a valuable friend. Now, let us leave these halls behind us.
So we're ready to leave the instance.
Are you ready to leave these halls, friend? I, for one, will be glad to put them behind me.
And I assumed no cutscene here, but we are now moving forward another 2 years, and we are in a different part of Erdluin. I'm not sure whether Hiraeth returned home to Mirkwood in that time. I'm assuming he did. And we are now on the shores of Kilondim, which is an elven settlement. Beautiful, beautiful scenery again here. So much nicer than what we were given in the introduction. So we have joined the world proper, as it were. And so I'm not sure that we have found ourselves back in Ered Luin after 2 years. And we do need to talk to Ailian. And let's finish off. She has 2 things here. Skorgrim.
Greetings to you.
Greetings, Hiraeth. The sights of Colundim are a wonder to behold, are they not? I must intrude upon your reflections, though, with an important matter. So we gain some coin, some reputation, the milestone, and the novice skill. And I think at that point we would have, in fact, it's explaining the milestones, we would have probably leveled up at that point. We have some mail, and again we have an increase in our reputation. And being a lifetime person, we can actually get our mail here delivered anywhere. However, if you were free to play, you would actually have to go find a mailbox. But they are scattered in most settlements. So let's look at the new mail. Yes, we'll explaining mail. So we've got a couple of items here from Dwalin and from Bingo Boffin. We will ignore Bingo's mail for now. We can pick it up anytime in the next 5 weeks or so. But let's look at what Dwalin has mailed us. So, a letter of commendation. Greetings. I heard you were back in the area, and I have written a letter of commendation for you. Others you helped have pitched in what they could, and placed it all in a nice gift box. Be sure to collect and read the letter from the gift box. Then seek out Lanin in Colondim or Bogi Deep Delver outside Thorin's Hall. Lord Dwalin of the Longbeards. So we'll detach our item and we'll take that away. We will dismiss that message. And what we have is a nice new little item. We are probably going to get a bunch of things here that will aid us in our early levels. It will also get us used to, we already had from a previous present, I think, a rejuvenation potion and some fried mushrooms. It looks like fried mushrooms, yes. And what we will now do is take a look at that. We will open it up, and there's a large number of items here. We will look at the letter first. So this is a message of thanks. The letter reads, Be it known that I, Dwalin, Lord of the Longbeards of the Blue Mountains, and Steward of Thorin's Hall, write this on behalf of Hiraeth. I fought alongside Hiraeth to stop a dangerous and unearthly ritual from taking place. Well, we didn't actually stop it, did we? The resurrection of Skorgrim, king of the Dour Hands of old, by the gaunt lord Ivar the Bloodhand. Should it be within your power, please give Hiraeth some measure of welcome and thanks for all that was done. Dwalin, Lord of the Longbeards of the Blue Mountains, Steward of Thorin's Hall. Apparently Dwalin remembers well the travels you and he had together. Seek out Learnin at Colundim or Bogi Deep Delver, Lanin, to see what this letter will yield. So we have some tokens of salutation. Okay, we will do that. there are we are able to get some more items here. Okay, and there's another gift box. It's a Russian doll gift box. There are gift boxes within gift boxes, and these become available at different levels, of course. So we have some of these items which really are designed to get you interested in the LOTRO store, where you can purchase these. You can also get some as rewards, but it's mainly through the LOTRO store that you can get these temporary stat boosts and stuff like that. They're just essentially convenient. It's not really pay to win. It's purely um, they're purely just aids. I think that they're not really balance changing that much. We do have a wrapped horse whistle, which will summon a horse for 24 hours. We get some dye, which again was useful for the cosmetic side of things. And we have this quest here, outfitting yourself and others, which will introduce, it's a letter from the masters and mistresses of apprentices of crafts, who represent the many craft guilds of Middle-earth, to make certain that you receive this letter inviting you to visit them. So let's have a quick read of that. Hiraeth, the crafting guilds of Middle-earth thank you for all that you have done for the free peoples, and would like to extend an invitation to speak with our representative, Golfidinir, at the Crafters' Terrace in Colondim. We acknowledge your ability as a combatant and invite you to try your hand at a less violent form of work, craftsmanship. You will find that Golfedinir is an able teacher, or he's an able teacher who can introduce you to pursuits ranging from cooking to scholarly to smithy and everything in between. Sincerely, the Crafting Guilds of Middle-earth. And with that, we shall call it a relatively short episode. We are out now in the main world, and we will start by progressing the prologue quest here when we return soon. So in the meantime, we will leave you with this lovely shot of this beautiful looking out at the ship toward which is docked there, which I think can take you to the Grey Havens, an area that has still not been rendered in the game, which is to everybody's sort of lasting sadness. Well, up until the next time, we will meet. Have a safe and well and prosperous time in and out of Middle-earth, and Hiraeth and I will see you shortly. Bye-bye.